So I have gone and done one of the worst things a vlogger can possibly do. I have formatted a memory card before I made sure that I had saved all of the video from it. So everything from this week is gone, except for Thursday, which is here.
It is already Thursday. I believe I filmed something on Tuesday while I was rushing around trying to get ready. It's been a long week, but a really fast week. I have had 2 days where I've worked about 11 hours. I am recruiting for a job in California now, so when I call them after work, Pacific time, it's 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night Eastern time. So it's stretching out my day, which is fine. I mean, I certainly don't mind accommodating quality candidates, but it's certainly impeding my ability to cook dinner or sleep or do the laundry, which I left in the washing machine last night, which means that it'll have to be washed again. So it's been a long couple of days, but the week has gone so fast, and it's already Thursday. I cannot wrap my head around it. So 2 weeks ago, I bought, P and I went up to North Georgia and we bought a whole bunch of pumpkins, including a giant warty one, and that giant warty one is now rotting on the front porch. It's awfully squishy. Everybody else is just fine, solid. You thump them and they make that great hollow sound, but that warty guy is on the way to the trash can, which is really unfortunate because he was going to be a lot of fun to carve. So I will probably have to pick up a fire station pumpkin to replace him. It's a good cause, whatever. Right, so Thursday I am on the way to work. I'm running a tiny bit late. Traffic was a mess on the way up. There were several wrecks last night, really bad ones. People were airlifted out, and that typically doesn't happen in my tiny little town, so it's a little startling. But we have a major artery that goes through the center of town, and there's a Pike's Nursery on that artery, and of course the Pike's Nursery is beautifully landscaped all around, and when you come out of Pike's onto that main artery, there's some serious shrubbery there, and in my smaller car I find it nearly impossible to see what's coming, because it's one of those yield turn things. So the wreck was right there. Now, it wasn't a car, it was actually a motorcycle hitting a pedestrian, which makes it even more dangerous and worse, and that's probably why everybody was airlifted, because nobody was protected. But it was bad. They shut down both lanes, both sides, and it was a multiple lane artery, so it's a little scary. I hope everybody's okay, or will be okay. So there's that. Right, so on the way to work, I have 2 calls, and I think the iPads are getting introduced today, so a nice little webinar. I've got to go to the J. Crew outlet and return some stuff, and I think that's it for my third. Oh, Target. Going to Target on the way home. I got to get wooden hangers and various things, and then Mom's coming over to my house to use my internet to update her iPhone, since I've been over to her house like 6 times now, and every time we try to update her iPhone, the internet drops, and I can't sit there for 5 hours waiting for these things to download. So she's gonna come to my house with her iPhone and her laptop, and we're gonna get it done tonight and have a good time and hopefully eat some good dinners and all of that good stuff. So that is the plan for today.
If it makes you feel any better, most of my week was late night phone calls for work, or getting my mom set up with her iPhone and iOS 8. So she came over sometime this week, I don't even remember what day, and we tried to get it downloaded, and it wouldn't download. Her PC laptop is set for automatic Windows updates and automatic shutdown after those updates. So that happened twice trying to download it. So she finally left her computer with me, and I just downloaded it overnight. And then she came back, I guess, Friday with Dad, and we tried to get it installed there, and the updates kept happening again, and it was incredibly frustrating. I have never been so close to cussing in front of my poor mother. in my entire life. So, poor thing. So I kicked them out of my house Friday at 9 and finished the upload and install by myself Friday night. Took her phone and her laptop back to her Saturday morning on my way out the door to Georgia Tech for initiation. Did initiation for 6 hours, I think. I was there from 11:30 to about 6. Got home right in time for kickoff. Watched that abysmal game. Kicked my dad out, who came over to watch the first half or first 3 quarters. Around 9:30, kicked P out shortly after so I could go to sleep, and then woke up at the crack of dawn this morning to get a shower and get dressed and ready for Feast of Roses, which is the celebration banquet we have after initiation, where parents of the new initiates can come and get to know us a little bit better. And we had a breakfast this year, which was great because it freed up the rest of the afternoon, but which is not so great for somebody who lives about 45 minutes away. So it was a bit of a challenge for me. It was a late night because of the game, and it was a early morning because of that. So came home from that. P and I had a smorgasbord lunch of leftovers, Mexican and Italian and whatever. And then Mom had brought over an apple crisp for us to eat, and we never got around to eating it. So had that. And then we were so full, we crashed and had a nap. I had just woken up from that nap and decided I would finish the vlog while Parrish is still asleep. And I don't have any footage to vlog. I don't have any footage to edit. So, really sorry about that. Next week is mostly doctor's appointments. I have a dermatologist appointment on Monday at the Truffles Midi Spa, and I have the echocardiograph Tuesday. I have the dentist and the eye people on Wednesday. I don't remember what else is happening, but I think those are my 4 main appointments next week. So I am gonna do my darndest to get some footage of that ultrasound of my heart valves, because I think that would be terribly entertaining. So we'll see how that works. If not, it might be another video just like this, a little catch up of what the week was like without actually any footage. Right, so that was my week. Encourage each other with sweetness and light, and I'll see you next Sunday. And with you I wanna run. That's how you